guys, it's Gen 3:15 and I'm pushing my camera back because my head's kind of chopped off. Alright, anyway, so I am back again with another video, and this video we will be discussing adulting. Yay! So anyway, I'm just talking about my experience, doing like being responsible, doing, the grown thing. I'm 25 years old, going on 26. I've moved out of my parents' house for the first time at the age of 24, and I've been living on my own for a whole year now. Almost a whole year now, because I got my own place in my own name on April. So when I moved out of my parents' house, I left Illinois, came to Arizona, and I stayed with two different cousins when I got out here to Arizona, up until I was able to get my own place, and then I got my own apartment in April. So from April 2018 till February 2019, I've been living on my own, and it's been an amazing experience. Like, I cannot tell you, I've had my highs, my lows, and I just love it. Like, no matter what, like, of course, it can be stressful, really irritating, trying to come up with rent and all the different bills you have to pay. But other than that, like, I really love it. Like, I love having things in my own name. I just like having my own. It's nothing like having your own, and that's like the thing that I just love so much. When you can be like independent, like financially independent, and just have your own house or apartment, whatever, have your own car, have whatever it is you want in life. So I'm just talking about like the highs and lows of like finally getting out on your own and being an adult, and what comes with that, and the struggles. And so what I've been facing lately, like when I got out here, I was working 2 different jobs, and then last fall I actually had like 3 different jobs at one point. But I always had more than one source of income, especially when you have car notes. I had a car note up until May. Then my car got repossessed because I was like 3 months behind. And then a guy I met out here, he bought me a car a week later. So that was paid, but we had to pay, for regular maintenance on that. And then that vehicle actually ended up getting towed by the police because I didn't have insurance. I did have insurance, but I allowed it to expire, and I just never renewed it. So that's one thing that we're talking about, like being responsible. Like, you gotta be on your stuff. Like, you have to have a list of your monthly expenses. You gotta know what bills need to get paid when. You have to prioritize. Sometimes we be in between funds, and money be looking a little funny. The finances aren't always where they need to be. That's why you need to prioritize. Like, make sure your rent is paid before everything. Make sure if you have a car note, you can pay that, because that will get you to your job, boo. Because I cannot tell you how expensive it is to not have a freaking car. You spend money on the bus, on taxi cabs, on Lyft, Uber, whatever you be taking, money on people, family or friends that you're able to get rides from. It gets expensive every freaking day. Every freaking day you're spending anywhere from $5 to $40 just to get to and from work. It's expensive. Rather than if you had a car, all you gotta spend is like $20 to $35 a week on gas. But so be responsible and make sure you keep your stuff paid. After your rent and your car note, if you have one, is paid, make sure you pay your utilities, boo. Because if the rent is paid, then we can pay the utilities last or whatever. Pay your phone bill if it is dire for your phone to be on for work. In my case, I freaking need my phone for work. Not just that, I need my phone so I can get to work, because a sister doesn't have a car right now. So I be needing to call the people up and be like, let a sister get a ride. So anyway, other than that, you have to prioritize, like map out your monthly expenses. I don't always do it, but I do it sometimes, because sometimes I just need clarity. Like, I need to see on paper what is due and when and the amount. Then I can see it, and then I can prioritize it and be like, all right, I need to have this much by then so we could knock out X, Y, and Z, you know? After that, some of the other expenses, okay, when you live on your own, when you move out, you have to eat. So you need to set aside money for groceries. Like, let's be honest, if you ain't got it like that, don't be trying to go out to eat every other night or stuff. Like me personally, I'm a vegetarian. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like eating everybody else's food. I don't like fast food. I don't care to go out. Like, guys be trying to talk to me and want to take me to restaurants. I don't like to really eat food like that. I don't like to eat in public. And B, I don't like restaurants because it's dirty, boo. I need to be able to see. I just like to make my own food. And I don't always cook, but with me being a vegetarian, I am required to cook my own food because I can't eat everything that has meat in it. And yeah, so you need to set aside money for groceries. Unless you hooked up with the link card, then that can help out tremendously. But you have to prioritize and set aside money for groceries. You have to set aside money for toiletries. You always need something. And me personally, I literally go without certain things for as long as I can until it's dire that I need it. Like, you need body wash, soap, whatever you're gonna use. Me, I need moisturizers. I need body moisturizers. Everybody don't lotion or oil their bodies, whatever you use, butters, oils, lotion. Everybody don't moisturize their body, which is kind of gross, and it's actually messing you up in the long run. You're ashy, your skin is cracking. Stay moisturized. It keeps you looking nice and youthful. And you just glow and you look good and you feel good. People be like touching me and they be like, ooh, you silky, you smooth, all this stuff. And somebody told me, a girl I worked with last night, she just told me, that's why your skin always looks so soft. You gotta moisturize your neck, but we getting off topic. We'll do another video on hygiene on another day. So you need, you know, moisturizers, body wash, if you shave, your razors. Okay, my hygiene list is expensive because I'm a girl, and the type of jobs I do require a sister to be on point. Okay, you know, hair, makeup, everything got to be in order. I got to be clean shaven, all this stuff. So anyway, long story short, you have to get tissue paper and or baby wipes. I love baby wipes. I rarely use tissue paper. I mainly just use it to blow my nose. So you have to prioritize for paper towels, just everything toiletries. And then another thing that y'all need to think about when you go to get your own place, me personally, I care about dirt, germs, and diseases. I care about cleanliness, basically, because it is next to godliness. So when I got my apartment, boo, what was the first few things I thought about buying before I moved my stuff in that bleach, boo? Because I don't know who was in here before me. The people, they was probably having sex on the countertop, in the tub, everywhere. So I made sure I bleached everything. They probably had AIDS, all types of diseases. So that's just my thought process. If you feel that was ignorant, to each his own, boo, but I have to speak my mind, and that's how I think. I think a lot of things are unclean. So anyway, so I bought cleaning supplies, bleach. You have to not just buy cleaning solutions, like Awesome Sprays, all-purpose cleaners, but you have to get sponges, rags, mops, Swiffers. I got it all, boo-boo. Dustpan, broom. I like Swiffers better. Anyway, long story short, you just want to clean it, cleanse it. All this needs to be in the budget when we thinking about moving and stuff. I'm supposed to be talking about adulting, and I'm talking about like actually like the process of moving. But all of this stuff, you have to budget everything. And we said groceries, toiletries, furniture. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a minimalist, and I can show you right now what my place look like. And I keep it clean for the most part. Like, I hate clutter. Like, if I showed you my place right now, like, this is the feature of my living space. I live in a studio apartment. It's just a big, long living and dining area. And then I have a separate sleeping space. And yeah. But long story short, my battery is low, so I need to cut to the chase. If you want to furnish your place, you got to budget for that. Like, I don't have that much furniture. I got the basic, the necessity, something to sit on. This is where I have my meals. I eat here, sit here. I'm not really home that much. That's why I don't really need furniture, because I'm not really here. I'm out working, trying to get that money. But anyway, and then I have a bed. And then I have a chair, patio furniture, and just storage stuff. Really, like, that's really my furniture. Anyway, so you just have to budget. Oh, and I got like 2 art portraits. You just have to budget everything. All right, so we got our finances in order, right? Make sure your bills are paid. At being an adult, you can't afford not to have your bills paid, because when you skip a bill, it screws you in the long run. It's more expensive not to pay than to just pay, because if you miss, you be getting all these additional fees and everything. Next thing, you guys, being an adult requires for you to be on time. Like, this is life. We gotta be on time for stuff. I be late, okay? And no, it's not because I'm rich in melanin. It's not because I be on CPT. I sometimes be late, and like the job I have now, I don't have a schedule. I come when I want. I work minimum hours, and then I leave when I want. But I have my own personal time that I be wanting to be there, because the sooner I get there, the sooner I can leave. And if I'm not there at a certain time, it F's up my mood and everything, because I need to be in my flow with my energy, because I'm a morning person. I like to get there early. I want to get there when the door is open. Anyway, long story short, you gotta be responsible. You gotta make sure your things, everything is paid. You gotta be on time for work, on time for meetings. You need to be networking, boo. When you are being an adult, be friendly, be kind, be generous, hold doors open, meet and greet everybody, because you don't know who's gonna be that stepping stone to helping you get to where you want to be in life career-wise. All right, next thing, you gotta do stuff you don't want to do. I'm talking a little faster now because my battery gonna die. Me, like I said, when I got out here from February 2018 till November, like the first week of November, like let's just say November 1st, 2018. So February to November 1st, 2018, I worked normal, regular jobs. Actually January. From January to first week of November, normal jobs, la-di-da. I'm talking like 9 to 5, clock in, clock out, regular manager, somebody telling you what to do, boo, type jobs. Okay. Sister got tired of being on a schedule and being told when to be there and how long to be there. So a sister said, I'm finna make my own schedule. So I got different type of job where I could be there when I want to be there. With that being said, when I don't want y'all to think I'm lazy. When I used to have regular jobs, I would work my butt off. I would like bust my butt. Like, I would work hard, I would work smart. If I'm there, even if I'm late, I'm there, and I would give my all, my energy. Like, I tell you right now, people that work with me would tell you I had energy, I had smile, good customer service. Even if I'm having a bad time, even if it's stressful and crazy busy, I made sure everybody around me is good, and I did my best to make sure we got that good experience. People got their food in a timely manner when I used to work at restaurants. All this stuff, you in line, I'm making sure you ain't gotta wait too long in line when I did retail. So don't for 1 second think that I'm freaking lazy or that I just don't like to work, because my daddy raised his kids like slaves. He had us out there in the fields, made sure we was out there cleaning. You would get in trouble back as a child for not working. My daddy made sure his kids was busy at all times, cleaning, doing things, okay? Keeping things in order. He kept us in check. So a sister has that work ethic. With that being said, 5 years of giving my all for what? Minimum wage, boo? Lack of recognition. You don't really get your appreciation. And no. So what I'm doing now, having the privilege of being where I want to be, when I want to be, for as long as I want to be, if you ain't got self-discipline, boo, that's another thing. Adulting requires self-discipline. You have to be so disciplined, because when you be out here on your own and you like, a sister is free, I can do whatever I want, you got your own place, hey, we got people over, we could be partying, you can, but like Paul said, all things are permissible for me, but all things are not beneficial for me. You can do whatever you want, boo-boo, but how is that going to affect you in the long run? Because at the end of the day, I believe in the principle of reaping and sowing. You sow what you reap. So if you reap good things, you going to sow great things, because you always get multiplied what you put out. Anyway, long story short, you got to think about how it's going to come back to you, whatever you do. Long story short, even though I just said that, so I lack this self-discipline to be able to hold this privilege of making my own schedule, because I went to work today. It was slow. I didn't want to be there. Sure, money was there to be made, I'm saying, but I didn't want to put forth the effort. That's the thing. I just light bulb moment. Like, sometimes I be lazy and I be unmotivated and I be stubborn. And I be knowing what I have to do. Like, I'm late on my rent right now as I'm recording this, and I have to have a certain amount by Tuesday, and today's Sunday. And I have nothing right now. And going to work, a sister's supposed to give it her all and make that money. Like, the amount I need by Tuesday, I could have made that today. In one day, boo. One day. But a sister, I wasn't feeling it. I spoiled myself into thinking, like, if you ain't feeling it, don't do it. You can make it up later. That's my mentality as of right now that I need to get rid of. You can't think like that as an adult when bills are paid and you face an eviction. You know, you have to, I'm not facing eviction, but I'm late on my rent, basically. And I just like to pay my bills on time. And when you are in these predicaments, you know, you can't be like, oh, I'm going to procrastinate. I'm going to put it off for the next day. Tomorrow ain't promised to anybody. Even if you do get to see tomorrow, what if today was that day to make that money and tomorrow's that dry day? I'm over here optimistic, thinking such and such. Like, without a doubt, I am going to make that money tomorrow. And because I just know, like, I'm never without, like, I'm never, like, that bad in lack, but I do lack sometimes, but it's never that bad. I always make it work, because the sister will make sure her stuff is paid. But you have to be disciplined is the point. If you want to be grown, that's what I used to always, like, refuse to claim to be grown after turning 18. If a sister ain't got bills in her own name, if I ain't living on my own, ain't got my own car, if ain't nothing in my name, I ain't grown. Okay, all that being said, it happened. Okay, I still don't feel grown because I still lack the mentality. You need to have that mentality of a grown individual. My phone is going to die soon, so I'm going to have to end it here. I'm so sorry, but let's get to the point of, like, being an adult, that's a whole nother job. Don't get intimidated. Don't get scared. I love it. Like, I love being on my own. I do love having responsibility. Like, when I was a kid, all I used to see was my mama always out running errands, and I would always be in the car with her, like, oh, let me go too. I wanted to do that so bad. Like, oh, I want to be out running errands. I want to be paying bills. You know, enjoy your youth while you have it, boo, because once the bills start coming in, they never leave. Even after you die, they give it to your grandkids. That's why the first things first, make sure your bills paid, because don't nobody want to leave this world with that. All right, we're going to end it there. Be responsible. Keep your bills paid. Be on time. Have the mentality and self-discipline to get it done, boo. Because at the end of the day, you only responsible for you. It ain't nobody else's job to pay your bills but you. You know, like me, I'm a, somewhat attractive young woman. Men can pay my bills, but I want to pay my own bills. It's a little harder. But with that being said, I'm in charge of my own life. All right, I love you guys. Share the love. share the information, and let's be productive today.